Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for joining me. I am your host, Derek Lane. Another edition of the Fast Lane, your podcast for success. Let's jump into it. You know, oftentimes people are reluctant to set goals. They're reluctant to think about the future. They just kind of go about willy-nilly, just doing whatever they do. Go home, go to work, go sleep, go out to a nice restaurant. Just what they do. Never thinking about life in any great detail. But those of you that are like me, that think in great detail about your life, about your achievements and your accomplishments, your goals, desires, your wants and needs, I believe those of us that track that, measure it, we tend to get a little bit more out of life. Are there disappointments? Well, sure. Anything worthwhile is bound to give you a disappointment here and there, but that's the beauty of it. The more that we track, the more that we understand, the more that we can measure our feedback, the easier it is for us to achieve those accomplishments. The easier it is for us to enjoy our lives just a little bit more, by getting a little bit more out of it. So with that, what now? What now is it that you want? Let's say that you've got some goals out there that you've reached. You're like, wow, I did it. What now? I dropped 30 pounds. What now? I got that nice new car that I've been dreaming of for 5 years. What now? With those folks that understand that life is a journey, not a destination, relish in your accomplishments. Reward yourself for achievements. But always have a plan. Always have a plan. It's not life or death in most cases. We don't accomplish something, we rewrite it. We understand how we can. We go back and evaluate what we did right, what we did wrong. We reset because we can. Because it's our life. We can do what we want with our lives, for the most part, as long as it's ethical, legal, doesn't harm anyone else, moral. We can do whatever we want with our lives. We can make it a total sham, a wreck, a train wreck, dumpster fire, whatever your favorite expression is. We can do that. Or we can be accomplished. We can be respected, renowned. We can do what we want with our life. Now what? Now what do we do? Again, I think it's important that we take a look at our lives, where we've been, where we're going, our action steps. Because if you look around and you go, now what? You didn't think things through 100%. You didn't think things all the way through. When you set out for a goal and that's the only thing on your mind, well, kudos to you. But you got to know what to do after that goal's achieved, because you are going to achieve it. If you're that strongly adamant about that goal, you're going to achieve it. But you got to know, now what? What happens next? As I've always said in every single podcast, pen and paper is your best friend. You have to write down your journey, your logbook, diary, whatever it is you do. You have to write it down. What am I doing next? When? How? With whom? What's it look like? Get all your senses involved into your goals. Taste, touch, smell, hearing, feeling, seeing, internally, externally. What does my life look like? Not what other people's lives look like, and I want to emulate those people. Oh, you can use other people's lives as kind of benchmark, if you will, to try and achieve the same status, but just make it yours. Don't make it theirs. Don't try to live vicariously through other people's success and their lives. Make your success yours. That's the only way that you're going to truly enjoy it. But that's okay to share it. Share it with your family, your spouse, your friends, your neighbors, your community. It's always good to share successes. That's how you earn and garner respect amongst your peers. Now what? What do we do? Just be careful not to get into that trap, not to get into that mindset of now what? Because you can wipe out all your accomplishments by saying, well, I did it. I guess I can sit back and do nothing now. No, you cannot. New challenges. Sure, take a break. Take a breather. But be ready for new challenges all the time. And make sure the challenges are yours, not someone else's. Because if you sit around and do nothing, life is going to present you with challenges that you may not want. So make sure that they're yours and yours only. You can have the life you want by learning how to set your goals properly. And again, you can emulate other people. That's fine. Just make sure that you're emulating the positive people with the best of intentions. You can have and do anything you want if you put in enough effort, enough desire. You plan well enough. You execute well enough. It is out there for your obtainment. The only limitations are the limitations you set on yourself. Track those goals, desires, win them, earn them, relish them, go to the next stage, the next stage, the next stage, the next level. So you're never one going, now what? Feeling a sense of dread that I have nothing else. Now what? Well, for me, it's the next podcast. It's the next subject matter that we'll discuss and hopefully learn and value some insight from. Now what? If you enjoy this podcast, share, like it with friends. Only leave positive comments. Thank you for those that have. You can reach out to me anytime. Ideas, suggestions, questions. Derek at FastlanePodcast.com. Derek at FastlanePodcast.com. Thank you for those that have. You can find this podcast on dang near every outlet that you listen to podcasts through. I have a YouTube channel that you can hear the podcast through. And once again, thank you very much. Enjoy your work week, and we will talk again next week. Thank you very much.